I haven't designed a thumbnail in months. I haven't written a YouTube description in weeks. And this animation right here, 60 seconds. 3 Claude skills did all of it. Let me show you how, and at the end I'll show you how to download and use these yourself. Hey, I'm Dan. If you're new here, I'm an ex-developer turned automator and YouTuber. And I'm trying to automate the boring parts of running this channel while keeping everything else as human as I can. What you just saw, the thumbnails, the description, the animation, none of that was made by hand. 3 Claude Code skills built all of it. And these are the ones I use every single video. Okay, now let me show you how the first one works. The thumbnail generator. I built this one because thumbnails were the biggest time sink in my workflow. It took me around 1 hour per video, and now it takes just a few minutes. Okay, now let's run it, and in the meanwhile I'll show you how it works. So I'll just send this prompt, and then inside right here in thumbnail generator you have the main skill.md file, this one right here, which is basically just some instructions. These are custom to me, so you'd have to modify them to your needs. I mean, Claude will modify them for you. I'll show you in a bit. Then you have the style guide, how you want the thumbnails to look, the visual aesthetics, then the colors, then the typography and all that stuff. And then you have a script that actually generates the thumbnail. It's integrated with OpenAI because they have the best image generation model available. And it also makes use of resources. And by resources, I mean a photo of me. Let me just move it here. It uses this photo to actually generate the subject according to reality. And then it also uses some logos. So in most of my thumbnails, I'm using those. The AI doesn't really know how to recreate the logo. So we have to send it together with the prompt. Okay, now let's go back and see what it did. So the first step was to give me 5 thumbnail concepts. You can use this for inspiration. You don't have to choose between these. You can just tell it what thumbnail concept you want it to generate right here. Or you can just stick to one of these. Okay, this one sounds good. It's me focused on the right, pointing forward. Left side shows a chaotic stack of UI screenshots. Editor, script, doc, thumbnail. I think it might be a bit too much for a thumbnail, but let's try it. So just type in the number and send. Now let's wait for it to generate the actual image. Again, it might be a bit too much, but I just want to show you what could be done. These are just preferences of style that you can set up right here. I'll show you in a few minutes exactly how. And it's done. So what I did, inside the thumbnails folder right here, it created a new one with the video title, and then inside it saved the actual thumbnail. Okay, so this is the final result. As I've told you, it is a bit too much. It has too many elements for me to use, but you get the point. See how good the text looks right here? I can't find any typo. Skill number 2 is the description generator. And I know what you're thinking. Descriptions sound like the smallest thing you could automate. But here's the thing. I try to make 2 long form videos a week and 7 shorts. And that's 9 descriptions. I also post them on TikTok and Instagram. The descriptions have a different format there, so I have to adapt for that as well. So that's around 20 different descriptions each week. It's so repetitive that it started annoying me. So I automated it. And let me show you how simple it is. This one is actually connected to my Notion, so I don't have to copy paste them manually. So how it works. I'll just copy this video's title, mention the skill, and then mention the video I want to do it for. And then just send it. And as you can see, it's going directly in my Notion to search for the video, and then it fetches the content inside so it knows what to create the description for. Now let me show you how it looks. So it has just the skill.md file. The connection to Notion is done through an MCP that I'll show you how to connect when I show you how to set up these skills for yourself. Description appended to Notion page. So let's go back to my Notion, and it's right here. This is one thing I have for each one of my videos now. And it also has the chapters, but it doesn't know the timestamp, so we'll have to add this manually, but only for long form because shorts don't have these. And then it gets the links for the resources mentioned. For this one, it is another video I have on my channel, and then a small CTA. And for shorts, it's even easier. We don't have to run this skill for each short individually. I store the shorts as batches, so you just have to copy the Notion page name, go back to Claude, again, mention the skill, or you can just tell it create descriptions for, and then paste the Notion page. Okay, and that's all you have to do. This is the kind of thing that bleeds your time. 10 minutes per video, 9 videos a week, that's 1 hour and a half, gone. Now the third one, and the one that I used to enjoy the most. Now I'm not using it as often because I changed my content format to be a bit more raw. It's the one for generating motion animations. This one is amazing, truly. I was about to pay like $50 monthly for a subscription, and I just thought to myself, what if I could do this with Claude? So I don't have a limited number of generations available. And I did. So let's just test it, and then while it's running, I'll show you how it works. So it's this one right here, motion animations skill.md. Okay, and then you just paste in the motion animation description. So for this one, I'm going to create a premium dark UI motion animation for an AI automation agency. I'm instructing it to show a floating terminal running an AI audit workflow with this style, with these motions, and with examples for what text to put inside. Okay, now let's send it. And while it's running, let me show you how it works. You have this motion animations folder right here, which has the skill MD file, just like the other skills we have, like the thumbnail generator and description generator. Again, it has some complex instructions about how to build these animations. So the first step is to build it as an HTML page and then extract it in an MP4. Then it has a script that does the video extraction. It takes like a few minutes. And now let's wait and see what it does. The first part of the skill is done. So it created right here. If you press on the link, it will scroll to it. And then created this index.html page. I'm just gonna check it to see if it's what I want. If it's not, then I'm gonna modify it. So just double click on index.html and it will open in Chrome. 1 second, let me just drag it. So this is how it looks. So it's a full screen animation. It can also create transparent ones. This one is not a transparent one, but it looks amazing, right? Let me just refresh it. This is something a video editor would have taken hours to build. Awesome, now let's just export it. Let me go back to Claude. See what I was telling you earlier. To export it as a transparent video, the skill notes the background would need to be switched to transparent. Okay, and it's not. Let's export it as it is, but just so you know, it can also create transparent animations that you can overlay over your video. Awesome, export in non-transparent. This one works on your local machine. It doesn't call any AI, so it doesn't cost you at all. See, it created this export.mp4. But it doesn't work yet. We must wait for it to finish. And it's pretty much done. So let's just right click the MP4, reveal in Finder, and then go ahead and play it. Okay, and play. Let's see what it did for 15 seconds. It's the exact same HTML page, just that now it's a video that we can just overlay in CapCut or any other tool we're using. How crazy is this one? Now I could take any of these 4 animations independently and export them with transparent background. Okay, now's the part that I guess you've been waiting for. Let me show you how you can set this up for yourself. Okay, so first you have to go to my free school community. There's a link in the description below. Now go to Classroom. Here I'll be posting the AI agents that I shared throughout my videos that you can just take and use. Now click on this one, 3 Claude skills for YouTube creators. Now you have some instructions about how to set it up, but I'll show you right now. So click on this link for GitHub and you'll have this folder open, YouTube content agents. Okay, then press right here on code. Now this button here and download zip. Unarchive it. You'll get the full project, but you just want the YouTube content agents. Go ahead and take this folder and drop it on your desktop. Awesome, you can delete what's left if you don't want to use it. Okay, so I've showed you how it works in VS Code, but I'll show you a less technical way. So go ahead and download the Claude desktop app. It's a pretty straightforward process. I think you need to be on a pro subscription to actually run all the skills. After you've done this one, go ahead and install Node. Again, it's a pretty straightforward process. Just press on get Node.js and then choose the right install for your operating system. That's all. Now let's just set up the Notion MCP for the description skill. So go to Claude.ai, go to customize right here, click on connect your apps, search for Notion, click on it, and right here click on connect. You just go through the Notion login screen. If you don't have an account in Notion, then you can just create one. It's completely free. And now let's actually open Claude Code. Okay, this is how it looks. Now, as you can see, you have 3 options right here: chat, cowork, and code. We're gonna use code for running the skills. You could also run cowork, but you have more control in code. You can also connect it to Notion through customize right here, not only in the web app, by clicking on connectors, right here on plus, browse connectors, and search for Notion. And let me show you how to run it. First, I'll close the side menu. Then you have to choose a folder right here, the folder we just dragged and dropped to our desktop. So just press on open folder, YouTube content agents, click on open, trust workspace. Let's just ask it what's inside this folder. Now, what I like about VS Code more than this app is that you have a file explorer here on the left side. You also have one in Claude Code, but it's smaller. Let me show you, it's this one. So just click here and on files and you'll see what's inside the folder actually. The format here is a bit different from what I've showed you. The skill files are now commands. You have the same resources, but it's empty. You have to set this up yourself. Okay, it had a little hiccup. The service was busy, but now it's running. So it just took context of this folder. Now it can teach us how we can work with it. And now let's start running it. So for this one, I configured the command called configure. This one will help you set up your style inside the thumbnail, the descriptions, the motion animations. So let's just run it. /configure. Okay, we're calling them a bit differently. and the name of the command, because this time these are skills configured as commands. Okay, and let's just send this message, and now it will start asking us a bunch of questions. It's asking you about your YouTube channel name. Claude has context of me, so it knew where to go. I'm just gonna select my name. What vibe you want, you can just describe your own, but for the purpose of this, I'm just gonna go with clean, minimal, and professional. These are the colors I always use. Let's switch around a bit. Let's go with light minimal, similar to what I have right now. You can also type yours here. I mean, it's just gonna recommend this because it knows me. For fonts, I'm gonna choose this one. What background you want? Clean and white light with subtle tech elements for this one. Let's go with glowing arrows just for the purpose of showing you how it works. Which thumbnail layout should be rotated through? Rule of thirds, centered. Let's stick to these two. Now, how should text appear on your thumbnails? Let's go with the first option. What mood should your thumbnails convey? How should you be framed in your thumbnails? Head and shoulders. Now, it's asking us for reference channels if we want, or we can skip. I'll just skip. Now, it's asking us for the quality, and it's also estimating OpenAI's image generation model costs. I'm gonna go with high. Now, some questions about the description generator. Okay, skip, I don't have one. What should the closing subscribe CTI say? Okay, this one. Do you want to change the default motion export setting? No, keep defaults. Okay, now, it's asking us for an OpenAI API key. It's not secure to send it to Claude directly, so just press on skip, and I'll show you in a second how to do so. Now it's writing in the file, so it's storing the information we just gave it. Now, in the meanwhile, let me show you how to get VS Code so we have a better project explorer that we can actually use. Okay, so go and search on Google for VS Code and just download it. That's it. It's very simple. Choose the right option for your operating system, and then you'll see an interface similar to this one. For you, I guess it will be dark because that's the default they have now. I don't like to work on dark backgrounds. Then inside, go to extensions right here, this button, extensions, search for Claude Code, and it's this one, Claude Code for VS Code. Make sure it's the one from anthropic.com. and just install it. Follow the steps here, and then you'll have this button that you can press, and it will open a chat with Claude Code. Now you need to open the folder for the agents that we just downloaded, so click on open folder, select it, and just click on open. Awesome. And now we have this great project explorer right here on the left side. OpenAI created this file for us with a placeholder. Let me just delete it and show you what to do if you don't have it. So right click here, new file, call it .env, and then just type in OpenAI API key equals, and then you have to paste in your API key. Now let me show you how to get one. So go on Google, go to platform.openai.com. You have to register for this right here. It works with your ChatGPT account. You don't need to have a subscription because you'll need to configure billing here as well. Okay, you'll need to also verify yourself. Again, it's pretty straightforward. Then go right here to API keys. Click on create a new secret key. I'll just create a test one, but give it a name like key for content agents. I'm creating it like this because I'm gonna delete it after the video. Don't share this with anyone, you'll see mine, and that's why I'll delete it. Okay, just copy it, go back to VS Code, and paste the key right here. And use Command S or Control S depending on your OS for saving it. Okay, now we could use Claude Code right here, but I'm gonna go back through its app because it's less technical. Okay, as a last step, it's telling us to connect Notion, but we already did so. We already did this. You can do it through here through the MCP command. Now it's also telling us how to set up the subject photo. You can open the folder and drag and drop it there, but I'm gonna show you how to do it in VS Code. So in resources, okay, you have a readme on how to set this up as well, but let me show you. Okay, just drag and drop it to the resources folder, hover over it and drop it. Awesome. And now for logos, get the logos that appear in your thumbnails most often. I'm just gonna drag and drop all that I have right here in app logos. Should see the logos inside. Okay, let's go back to Claude Code, and we are ready to go. Okay, so just write / thumbnail generator and then paste in the video title. I'm gonna use it for this video. Maybe I'll even use the thumbnail if I like it enough. Okay, and let's run it and see what it does. By the way, I'm running Sonnet now. I'm not running Opus anymore because Opus is busy and it takes long for it to answer, but it might work better for generating the concepts. Okay, let's run the fourth one. It's gonna ask us if we want to run this. Remember, each thumbnail generation costs. You pay OpenAI like 20 cents or even less, but it's 20 cents because we selected high as the quality of the image. So don't let the AI always run this type of stuff. You should have a bit of control over them. Let me show you how to set up billing in OpenAI because I forgot to show you that. So go back to OpenAI, go right here in settings, billing. Let me make it a bit bigger. Then you can add to the credit balance, and I have auto recharge turned off, so I'm guarded. If the AI makes a mistake and it spends too much, it can't spend more than $7.63. I strongly recommend you do the same. Every time you're calling paid APIs, make sure that you have a safety wall set up, just like I did here. Okay, let's go back. And it's done. If you press on it, it will open right here. It looks cleaner, so I might just test it on YouTube. Now, if you want to see it in the File Explorer, just press right here on Files and Thumbnails, then the video name, and then just press on it. No, it doesn't work. That's why I don't like the File Explorer in the Claude Code desktop app. So if you go back to VS Code, you'll be able to see this new thumbnails folder with the actual image that you can open. Now let me show you how the description one works. So let me just go to a video and then go back to Claude, run /description generator, and then paste in the video name and then tell it where it is. So if you want for this to work, you have to create the same calendar in Notion. It's pretty simple, don't worry. And you can also update the skill and make it know where it can find your videos. And it's done. Let's check Notion. Okay, go back here. The new description is added. It doesn't have my school community here anymore because I didn't configure it in the instructions. Okay, now the last one, which is the motion generator, motion animations generator. This one, mention it and then give it a motion animation description. And I'll paste in the same one I used before. It's gonna generate the code first. We're gonna have to confirm it and then it will export the video. By the way, if you have any errors running this stuff, then just work with Claude and you can fix them. And if you have any question, then you can just ask me in the comments of this video. Okay, it's thinking a bit too much. I think it might be a hiccup again like we had in the beginning. Don't make me switch to anti-gravity. Okay, it's taking a bit too much, so I'm just gonna stop it here. I'm just gonna copy the prompt again. Then I'm gonna go to VS Code and try to run it there. So just type in /motion animation generator and then paste in the prompt again. And now we can actually see everything that it does. Okay, the animation is built, so let's check it. Motion animation, AI audio terminal. Let's check the index.html. I'm just gonna right click, reveal in Finder. Then I'm just gonna double click it and it will open in another window. 1 second, let me just drag it here. Okay, now this one looks a bit different, but it looks pretty good. So let's export it. Go back to VS Code and just tell the AI to export it. And by the way, if you're running on a Windows, it might throw some errors, but Claude will fix this if you tell it to do so. Okay, it's exported. This one right here, right click, reveal in Finder, and just double click it. And now let's play. Amazing. An animation that would have taken an editor at least 3 hours to do. Okay, now if you want to learn more about Claude Code, how to install it, how to build with it, I have a full tutorial on that. So check out this video right here. The link to the community is in the description below. These 3 skills are waiting for you there. I appreciate you making it to the end and I'll see you in the next one.